Well, we'll recap this next week. We'll have a draft recap, and we'll bitch more about how we're disappointed in the Vikings pick.
I can't believe they did that. Well,
Well, the
Alrighty.
usual. Final thoughts? None. I think if we talk anymore, I'll go into a rage blackout.
Yeah,
Start
we'll see,
punching my
yeah.
computer.
We'll see how they do from here, but I don't know. I'm not going to spend my time sitting there waiting by the phone for them.
No, they can come find me, right?
right.
Welcome to Skull Chat with Skota. We are a chat group created by four guys who are a blended family, not only through the traditional familial means, but also for the love of the game, specifically for our favorite team, the Minnesota Vikings. We won't claim to be professionals, nor will we cover a lot of stats unless it is specific to the topics we'll be discussing. We are just four fans who get together to basically discuss all aspects of the team, from games, training, releases, signings, and the overall organization itself. Our name is derived from two of us who currently reside in Minnesota, and two of whom reside deep within Packer territory. This is not our livelihood, as we, like many of you, have busy lives, and what we hope to obtain are additions to our blended family by having you become a part of it. We have room to add a couple of you at a time during our errands and would like you to join us in our chat. As with any family, there will be happy times and sad times to be discussed and experienced. Although the game may only last a season, the desire for the game and the team is year-long. If you want to join us, please hit the subscribe button, follow us on YouTube, and give us either a thumbs up or a thumbs down, depending on your experience, and leave us a comment. If you'd like to join us during the show, contact us at the email link provided below.
Everybody, welcome to the draft night bonus episode of the Skull Chat. So we won't number this one. Maybe I'll number it. If we are numbering it, it'd be Skull Chat 40. Tonight, we're going to do a little commentary on the NFL draft as it happens. But before we kind of start, we're right at 7 o'clock. The draft should be starting. If you like what you've seen in previous episodes, if you even watched it, do the thing where you like, subscribe, all that jazz. We also have shorts on YouTube, Instagram posts, and we have full episodes of audio and video on Spotify. With that said, as Dad eats here, I'll just kind of set the table, kind of building up, and we talked about this in previous podcasts building up to this. Within the past couple of days, there was chatter that if Kenyon Sadiq, the tight end from Oregon, and Dylan Thieneman were both there at 18, the Vikings would be happy picking either of them. I heard word today that they're throwing out there that the Vikings could be interested in a wide receiver at 18. Now, for the past, 3 months, the Vikings have been mocked having Dylan Thieneman fall to them, or that's who they're going to be picking. Now, I don't think, and like I said last night, and nobody's going to see this until I post both episodes on Friday or tomorrow, but I don't think Thieneman is going to be there at 18 unless something crazy happens, which, of course, every draft, something crazy happens. But other players that have been mocked to the Vikings with some regularity have been Jermod McCoy, the cornerback from Tennessee, Emmanuel McNeil-Warren, safety Toledo. And he was mocked even before, I think, Thieneman was. But people in the early stages of the mock drafts were saying that EMW would be gone before the Vikings picked at 18. But now there's a possibility he's still there. Jeremiah Love in some drafts have been slated to fall to the Vikings. Aiden McDonald, and is that the sound for the pick? Or is that just somebody getting a notification on their phone?
I got a notification.
Turn them notifications off.
All right.
I'm joking. But which I don't see that scenario happening unless, well, we can talk about it. Caden McDonald, defensive tackle for Ohio State. It's been mocked to the Vikings. And a couple of the lesser mocked players has been Akeem Mesidor as an edge from Miami. And just recently, I think Daniel Jeremiah mocked Colton Hood, another cornerback from Tennessee, to the Vikings. And we can kind of talk about, like we talked about in last night's episode, where I don't see them picking a corner in the first round just because, a lot of corners are picked in the first round, but they just don't seem like they make it very often. The Vikings for sure have made a lot of picks where they just don't live up to the hype of corners in the first round. If Thieneman's not there, in my opinion, I prefer to have, if they need to, trade down to pick Emmanuel McNeil-Warren if they get a nice trade down package. And we kind of talked about that before we started recording. I wouldn't want them to do that. I don't want to wait till later in the draft. And I don't want them to pick a defensive tackle because we've seen last year the Vikings ranked, number 10 against the run in the NFL. and they didn't have a strong defensive tackle other than the rotational players that they really do use. So I don't see them trading up at all because they don't have as much draft capital as they'd like. So I hope Thielemann's there at 18. With that said, I talked a long time. I'm not sure if I said anything, but what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, it's like you say, it doesn't really going to depend on how everything falls. Looks like Goodell's gonna opening it right now. We'll see if that quarterback is taking it. Number one, who's sitting at home.
Mhm.
I don't have the volume on.
Yeah, and nothing's came up on the tracker yet. Yeah, what I see on my screen is I still see the Pittsburgh Steeler guy talking.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Is
so
that
I see
Hayward?
Goodell's at the center mic, and he's got Pittsburgh Steeler guys on either side of him. Now the one stepping up to the mic.
Okay.
So
Yeah, no, another Steeler guy just came off the. Oh, here's Terry Bradshaw. Is Terry Bradshaw on the screen yet with you?
no, weird. Yeah, I'm on NFL Plus. The Steeler guy's still talking. The stockier one.
Okay, I think
Black
that's
pants.
Hayward. I think that what's his last name? Or what's his first name? Hayward. I know Craig Ironhead Hayward was his dad. So NFL running back for the Falcons. Who else did he play for? Do you remember, Dad?
God, I can't remember that.
Oh, I didn't know if you heard me. I thought you were too busy eating your fungus gravy and the loin. Okay, I see Goodell up there. His mouth is moving.
Really? Yeah, he's done talking, and other guys are coming out now. You're not good with their names, but they're all.
All right. Well, we wait. And we might not get to all their both picks, but the Lions pick tonight at 17, the pick before the Vikings, and the Bears pick all the way at 25, and the smelly Green Bay Packers traded away their first round pick this year, so sucked their ass, Mark.
Oh yeah, because they had to get their defensive guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'd be interesting to see what Dallas does tonight. They'll probably be moving around.
Yeah, no, that's kind of the team that I'm worried about with Thieneman, grabbing Thieneman.
Yeah.
And if you look at a lot of different team pages, or not team pages, but like if you go on ESPN or if you go off NFL.com and you look at team needs ahead of the draft, there's teams that need safety, but they have other players ranked higher than that need, or that other positions, I should say. So when teams when people are saying, "Oh, looking at this, that's why Thieneman will probably fall to the Vikings." Well, I don't think that's the case. But the Vikings have bigger needs than a safety, then they still would draft Thieneman. Why wouldn't another team in that same situation draft Thieneman?
Yeah, if he's a best
So
available.
yeah, well, they're finally done talking, and it shows 7:37 left for the Raiders to do their pick.
Yeah, they're taking that long to pick. Holy fucking.
Yeah, you would think that would have been done and over with.
Well, they're probably trying to see if anybody's going to call them to try and trade up. But who's going to call to trade up to? Or there might be joking. Well, we can say that Mendoza, the quarterback from the Indiana Hoosiers, won the national championship, which is crazy to say about the Indiana football team. But aside from the Colts, I guess. But yeah, that's who everybody says the Raiders are going to pick. But they haven't turned the pick in already. There's got to be some talks going on.
Yeah, there's got to be, because yeah, their clock's ticking down.
Yeah, unless I guess the other best player available is Arvell Reese. He's from Ohio State. It's either an edge or a outside linebacker, but I guess it'd be one of those two players.
Yeah, it's hard telling. They might change their mind about the quarterback.
Well, we wait for the pick. You mentioned former Viking player, John. You said, who was it again? Passed away.
Why did I forget his name already?
It was Doug something.
Doug Martin.
There we go. Yeah. So you said he was only 68.
It was definitely before I started watching.
Yeah. Ninth overall pick in the 1980 draft, and played 10 years in the NFL. So, and you hear about the purple people eaters, but I guess you don't hear about his name too often, lumped in with Jim Marshall and Carl Eller. Who else was in that? I don't know. That's before my time.
Yeah.
A lot of good players. I can remember them playing, but I can't remember their names all the time. That's what such a part about it is.
Yeah, it was.
Alice isn't on the phone with them.
Yeah, some things got to be going on. It could be the NFL just sucking every advertising dollar they possibly can.
Or the Raiders saying, "Hey, it isn't often we get the first pick."
Yeah, we're gonna milk it for all it's worth. The line 1967 to 1977, the Purple People Eaters. Alan Page, Carl Eller, Jim Marshall, and Gary Larson. So those were the ones.
I
So
knew there was a Larson in there, but I couldn't remember his first name.
yeah,
If you're
well,
screwing around and have a hacker get a hold of your computer system, shut everything down.
that would
Don't get to make that phone call.
I was watching
Too many
something
cell
and
phones nowadays. And speaking of that, Winona County had to close down a few days because they got hacked again.
Really?
Here a few weeks ago for the second time. So they actually shut down operations so they could get things fixed. But drove past work that one day and the parking lot was empty. I'm like, what? Why is that? And then I found out that they had actually shut down because of it.
the pick is in.
Yeah, it looks like it stayed with them.
It is Fernando Mendoza.
Yep.
Probably
that
they aren't
means-
showing him at his house already. I'm not seeing it anymore.
He's getting hugged.
Yeah, you must just be kind of delayed.
And it's weird because, like I said, I'm on NFL Plus.
Yeah, no, I'm watching it. I have the page open. I'm logged in. I just don't have it open to the telecast. It's just on the main page. And yeah, I see Fernando getting hugs and high fives. And
Yeah, I wonder why
That's-
these guys are so far behind.
that's that's his family's home. It's a nice house. Yeah, showing the draft room or the war room, if you want to call it that.
Done showed him.
All right,
Yeah,
so we'll
these
have to wait.
NFL Plus got to be behind me. My internet's pretty quick. It's got to be
So I-
whatever. Well, they're probably a lot of people are probably on it. That's probably why it's dragging it.
Oh, it could be.
Well, so the Jets are on the clock. We're at about 6 minutes before they have to put their pick in. Best players: Arvell Reese, mentioned him before. David Bailey from TTU. And again, I mean, depending on how good of athletes these guys are, Arvell Reese's position is labeled as linebacker. David Bailey is edge. I don't know. They could be interchangeable, and depending on what type of defense the team's running. But I would assume that the Jets are going to pick Arvell Reese. Is he going to get some more pork loin, or what's he?
Oh,
So a mushroom walked into a bar, Dad, and everybody laughed. Why?
well, why did they laugh?
Because he was a fun guy. Dad joke of the day. I was saving that. Remember I told you I was going to save the joke? That was lame.
That was why you wouldn't tell me.
I
Oh.
don't tell you much. I try to keep everything a secret. That way it's more of a surprise.
Yeah. Well, fellas, that was good.
All the first picks in the books.
Yep. So, what do you think the Jets are going to do here?
I have no idea. I didn't follow the other teams, what their major needs were.
Pick us in.
Yeah, it says they need quarterback, wide receiver, edge, guard, and corner. I'm assuming they picked Arvell.
Didn't take them very long to pick, did it?
No, they knew they had to get it in. They had to get it in before somebody stole their position. Remember when the Vikings got jumped in the draft order?
Yeah.
They still ended up with Kevin Williams, so I guess it worked out. I think they got jumped twice in 2 different drafts, or it might have been the same draft.
Oh, boy, they're letting the clock run way down there, too, aren't they?
Well, it says the pick is in. They just take their sweet old time and post it.
Oh, okay. So it's showing me 3:02 on the clock right now.
Maybe if you hit refresh.
Or if I do turn it off. It's on my
I see. The Roku? Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I'm assuming it's just because it's streaming, so it's got to go from the website to the Roku.
Yeah, that's
or
what I'm
whatever,
saying.
and
And
then
I'm sure there's a
yeah.
lot of people on the NFL app, which is bogging it down. Slowing the broadcast down. Yeah, I could try to see if I can find it on another channel that might.
Oh, okay. So the Jets picked David Bailey, defensive edge. And again, even like the positions have changed in the last 5 years. Back in the day, we'd call it just a defensive end. But yeah, no, now it's an edge.
I can see see where they're at on Prime Draft Center once they shows up. It just says NFL draft. I see, is that Bucky Brooks talking?
No.
Yeah, no, this says NFL Draft Center and just seeing the 3 guys. Bucky Brooks is one of them.
Yeah, no, now it's showing it's showing David Bailey walking up to the.
I got to go back to another channel that's showing it evidently.
Otherwise, it's on ABC, ESPN. But again, we can kind of watch it. So the Cardinals are on the clock right now, and if you imagine their top of their needs is a quarterback. I wonder why that is.
Me too.
They also need a offensive tackle, another edge. They're penciled in at safety. And defensive tackle.
The latest I heard that they're eyeballing Jeremy Love.
Jeremiah
Love, yeah.
My sources say he's going to fall to the Titans at number 4. But the best players is still Arvel Reese is still on the board. He was supposed to be the number 1 pick on the consensus boards. Number 1 ranking, I guess. Otherwise, there is the offensive tackle, Francis Mauigoa. I don't know. I bet you it sounds like a Samoan name. Top tackles available. So,
Well, that's another one said that they should draft.
Mauigoa. That's how you say it. Mauigoa.
Watching on. They said Disney is good.
Between Arvel Reese and Francis Mauigoa, who do you think they're going to pick?
I think they're going to take the old tackle, the tackle.
That's tough.
Well, when, the thing is, he's one of the high-rated offensive linemen, right?
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's not too often that the supposed number 1 pick in the draft, talent-wise, falls to number 3.
Oh, there's that too. I don't know.
All right. So now they're at round 1, Arizona, 2:18 on the clock.
You're better off than I am. 3.
What are you at for your timer on there, Joe?
I see them clapping hands for the Cardinals.
50.
But yeah, I'm on the ESPN website too, and it's at 126.
Oh, I'm at 149 on. This is off of the ESP.
135. 34.
Yeah, so the TV he's like 5 seconds behind.
Well, I think also, yeah, this must be just being reported live, but they have the they have the delay for a live broadcast. They have to delay it how many seconds per SEC, right? So maybe that's why.
Yeah, maybe.
The pick is in.
Yep, it just came in. That just showed up on my screen.
Who's it going to be? I think it's got to be the Arvel Reese. It's got to be.
Now they show him on NFL Network. Draft or pick is in.
Good stuff.
It's the good stuff kids go for. Just waiting.
That sucks, Hurry up and wait.
Story of my life.
Yeah.
Like I was talking to Dad earlier. I bet you if I go on Twitter right now, it already has it listed who they picked.
Yeah.
And we're waiting like a few schlubs just sitting here.
Now he's finally coming out.
They picked Jeremiah Love.
Did they?
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh my gosh. See, and that's what I'm talking about. Like he wasn't
I
even
told
on.
you.
What? You didn't say the Cardinals. You said the Jets were going to get him.
Well, no, I said the Cardinals.
Okay, well, and then again,
that's what I originally said. Then you brought up about who was it, the safety and the tackle.
No, he was a linebacker. He's still the number 1 ranked skill person.
Oh,
so
they're gonna pick out of those.
Okay. I'll give it to you. So the Titans are on the clock, pick number 4. Their needs supposedly edge, wide receiver, offensive guard, running back, linebacker. And I think that's the point I was talking about. I might have said it already, but the Cardinals didn't even have running back listed as a need.
Wow.
Well, there you go. Best player available.
BPA. So Arvel Reese is still there, and Reuben Bain Jr. Again, linebacker edge.
Take the linebacker at that. Well,
Bet you that. Well, it's one or the other. I don't know. It's 50-50. They have to take this Arvel Reese. But I'm just trying to think of other draft memories I had. Don't really have that many. Kind of hard to think that far back when I don't remember what I ate yesterday for supper. 3:38. So we got time.
I wonder why I think Jeremiah Love is smiling and all that because he was picked number 3 overall and he'd be getting up there with the big bucks. But I don't think he realized what team he's going to go play with, or play on.
Yeah, hopefully they don't waste his talent.
I'm going to cut out for a few minutes, guys. Take care of a couple things with her real quick.
Yeah, I don't know. The positional value for running backs has waned in recent years in the NFL, and it's starting to make a comeback, but still, never thought it'd be pick number 3, especially with a team that has that many needs. Obviously, it's not a good quarterback draft, so there's no way they were going to pick a quarterback that high, but can't believe they passed up on the tackle, and then, again, the best player supposedly in the draft.
So when was the last time a running back was drafted
in
the upper top 10?
Well, I'm sure it's Shaquan Barkley.
How many years to go with that?
That's 5, 6 last time. No, I guess last year, Ashton Genty, the Raiders picked him at 6.
Yeah, well.
Otherwise, the first running back in 2024 that was taken was, round 2, Jonathan Brooks. I don't remember him at all. And then 2023, B. John Robinson was pick number 8. 2022, Brees Hall, pick number 4. Najee Harris was number 24. Okay, so I guess within the last, starting in 2022, they kind of started gaining steam and began being picked in the top 10. But again, 2024, first running back picked was his second round. If that is of what I'm looking at is accurate. The pick is in for the Titans.
All right. Let's see. Who did they grab?
They picked Carnell Tate, wide receiver from the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Wasn't he the highest ranked receiver?
Well, some people have him ranked only as the 3rd.
Yeah.
So they love him for some reason or another. Yeah, we're gonna have to see how this falls to, works out for the Vikings. So were the Giants always pick number 5 or 10? Okay.
10.
So they need wide receiver, guard, corner, defensive tackle, offensive tackle. So again, linebacker's not listed, but they must not think Arvell Reese can play edge because nobody's taking him. But the best available is Arvell Reese. The best fit supposedly is Francis Mauigoa. Then, of course, they have Sonny Styles, linebacker, Caleb Downs, safety, Mansour Delane, cornerback from LSU. So any of those players are potential picks for them.
Yeah.
Which it's
Well, since they traded Dexter Lawrence, they might be looking at another defensive tackle to take his place.
well, yeah, it's a need for them, but something tells me they wouldn't pick them this early. They'd wait till they're at least their 10th pick.
Yeah,
They already have their pick in.
they do, huh?
So let's see if it's another surprise, or if they do what the Cardinals did and pick the BPA.
Yeah, please. You done with it?
The next pick coming up is the Browns at pick 6.
That's gonna be something to watch, them guys.
Well, yeah, you never know.
Well, they let go a head coach, blaming the head coach on I think you need to look at who the GM is.
Well, I think they got rid of him too.
Did they?
Promoted other people to different positions, so it's kind of a new a new regime running the draft. So there's really nothing to kind of base it off of, or I guess base the projection of who they're going to pick off on. Why is it? It says the pick is in, but it takes forever for them to post it.
I don't know. Just like it takes them forever to show it on TV because it doesn't even say the pick is in yet.
Well,
Now it says pick is in.
like I said, I'd go on X or Twitter and see, but I got rid of it. And then I tried, so I think somebody hacked my account. All right, so I'm assuming they had to have picked the tackle. But again, never know.
There it is. Yeah. Harbaugh is the new Giants coach, right?
Yeah, the one from the Ravens. John Harbaugh?
Yeah.
Or is it Jim? No, Jim. It's Jim.
John Harbaugh is out in the Chargers. Commercials. That's how they get behind on the draft pick announcing,
Yeah.
Yeah, during commercials.
Well, I've been sitting here staring at this thing for the last, where it says the pick is in, for the last 10 minutes here. Yeah, I still haven't posted who it is. I created a new X account, like I said, to try and see, but I bet you it's just as crappy as Facebook or the other things where you have to filter through and see if like posts are actually accurate. Because somebody posted on here, we'll see if it's accurate, but the Chiefs received the number 6 pick, the Browns received the number 974 and a 3rd round pick, and I'm not even sure what that's from. Because unless it's saying the Browns traded away the 6th pick to the Chiefs, but we'll see.
The linebacker.
Yeah, they picked Arvell Reese. Got my window open right next to the computer, and it smells like manure just coming through the window.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't did the backyard cleanup for the dogs in a while.
Oh.
Well, since before winter. I doubt that's the reason, but
Well, I think a lot of that gets whatever. But then again, barnyard and that after winter, and it gets wet and is pretty strong or big,
well, so that's true. Hey, so what I said's true. So the Chiefs traded. They're number
did
6
they?
now. Yeah. So wide receiver, edge, D tackle, tight end, or corner. So they got Francis Mauigoa or Mansour Delane. Supposedly best available is the offensive tackle, and the best fit would be Mansour Delane.
So the Chiefs are on.
Chiefs are on the clock, and they still somehow have this pick, and then they have the 29th pick in the first round here, and they already put their pick in. So we'll see how quickly they actually throw it on the. Just throw it up there. Who do you think they picked?
Boy, I don't know.
Bet you they go.
You think wide receiver?
Wish I knew who was the best available.
Well, I know there's at least 3 of them.
Well, there's the Boston. Is it Tyson? There's 2, but I don't know if not sure if they'd reach that far for a wide receiver. Think of anything, they'd pick the corner. Or if they go best available, that tackle is supposedly the best available right now.
Well, what I heard today, there's 2 upper, top 10 that would qualify.
Well, wide receivers still, or
Yeah. Then 4 that would, where their rank at, would be the lower rounds, first round. But I don't know.
I got it on ESPN. Do you see what happened, John? The Browns traded the 6th pick to the Chiefs, and the Chiefs, the pick supposedly is in. They also have the 29th pick in the first round here, the Chiefs do. I created an account for X because I was saying how everything's posted on X way before it shows on the websites or on TV. And some random account said that the Chiefs trade up to the number 6 pick. And this was what, 5 minutes ago before this even came up? So that whoever tweeted that was accurate, but they tweeted it from Spanish. It was a translated tweet from Spanish. It originally was posted in Spanish. So anyways, the thing is, like I said, it's just like Facebook. You have to kind of weed through the crap posts and what's actually true. Is it a commercial again? Why is this taking so long?
They said Chief.
Oh, he's coming up on the telecast. He's coming up to make the announcement. Yep, they picked Mansour Delaney. Is it Delaney? That's who the Chiefs picked. So that means the Washington football team, formerly known as the Commanders, it starts with an R. It's an R word. They're on the clock. The needs wide receiver, cornerback, center, running back, and safety. The best available is Francis Mauigoa still, but the best fit, according to a couple of sites, is Caleb Downs, the safety from Ohio State. And if he goes this early, then that might be a bad sign for the Vikings.
Yeah.
In relation to drafting Thieneman. And the Washington football team has their pick in already.
Oh, do they?
Sometimes when it's that quick, it's a trade. Wouldn't that be something if the Vikings traded up to 7, even though Jeremiah Love isn't there?
I don't know who they'd move up for.
Well, I don't know if they wouldn't trade up just to get Downs. I don't know. What do you think? Who would the Commanders pick? BPA or best fit?
I don't know. Probably, I'm thinking best fit. Hate to say it.
They got a lot of needs. They have an old roster, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Or they had it last year. I'm not sure if it still is.
Then again, it depending on the player. If the player fit their, there's a scheme or their play style,
Well, I think the issue is they have so many needs on their roster, they don't really know what that style is.
Yeah.
I mean, they went from making the playoffs. I don't even know if they were a wild card team 2 years ago to crap in the bed last year, 5-12. Of course, their quarterback was hurt most of the year.
Yeah.
That's usually what happens. If a quarterback has a good rookie year, their second year, they really regress. It's because teams have more tape on them and they're able to scheme better against them.
Yeah. Well, what is it they make a reference to? Sophomore slump?
Yeah. What you think? That's kind of crazy because, like, these rookies, they go from college. Yeah, I've been waiting for them to show it here. But they go directly from college playing in the bowl game, or if they play in the bowl game, to starting to train for the combine, go from the combine to the draft, then to OTAs or like the mini camps, then right into the off season. You would think that they would have a worse rookie year and not their sophomore slump year, the year where they come back to the means. Yeah, still waiting here. If it goes at this rate, man, I'm telling you, it's already almost 8. I'm going to not make it to the Vikings pick. Should we see if X says who they picked?
Yeah, if it's there.
Sonny Styles, linebacker from Ohio State, is who the Commanders picked. So that's good. That means Downs is falling.
Yeah.
A little bit farther. So the Saints are up next with the 8th pick. Saints need edge, wide receiver, corner, guard, and linebacker. So I bet you the Saints hate that the Commanders just picked Sonny Styles. But again, it doesn't say inside or outside is what's needed. Best available, Francis is still sitting there. That tackle is just probably chewing on his nails. Best fit is there's an Reuben Bain Jr. from Miami, edge, but overall rank number 9. Position rank number 2. The best edge is off the board already. And because a couple of players went ahead of where they were mocked, we have Bain at number 9 sitting with the 8 pick. I'm assuming that's who they're going to go with. Of course, it's the Saints, though, so they might reach on a wide receiver. Kai Lemon is the next best wide receiver. Otherwise, they got Caleb Downs on the board still. Kenyon Sadiq's there. But again, not within their needs. And supposedly the pick's already in. I think they just say that so they don't have to have the clock running. They say the pick is in, and like
They keep on showing the draftees get hugged, going around hugging everybody, and
yeah, like I said, I think it's either going to be Ruben Bain Jr. or they're going to reach for Makai Lemon. While we wait, I know I kind of mentioned it in a previous podcast, but the Diana Rossini and Mike Vrabel thing kind of blew up even more today. So basically, it came out. There were some photos taken, like in some adult-only hotel where supposedly a bunch of friends were there, and obviously Mike Vrabel and Diana Rossini were part of the group. Well, supposedly that they were taking photos taken with them like hugging, and another one of the photos showed them holding hands with their fingers interlaced and whatnot. Today it came out that like back in 2020 there was pictures of them taken in like a nightclub or a bar or a lounge where it shows them kissing, and this is back in 2020. I was gonna say we weren't worried about, maybe it was before COVID, but yeah. And the funny thing is her son is named Michael, and her second son like was born like one was born in like June of one year and another was born in like October of the next year. But again, his name is Michael, and she's having an affair with some guy since 2020 and named her son Michael, and the guy's name she was having the affair with is Michael. But you brought up too, you heard that because of this, he's going to be missing day 3 of the draft to go to counseling.
yeah.
But isn't that like the famous people like get out of jail free card is I'm going to rehab or I'm going to counsel? I mean, that's like, can you get out of anything in your life? Like just say, oh, sorry, I'm going to counseling. So,
Well, I think like the Giants, the owner, fairly strict, the morals and all that.
you mean the Patriots? The Vrabel is the coach for the Patriots with Robert Kraft.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Just making sure we're on the same page.
Yeah. Well, that's who I meant.
Yeah, no, again, just
I know I said giant, didn't I?
you did. That's why I corrected it.
Yeah.
Was trying to do it nicely. Sorry.
Hey, no problem. I'm glad you corrected me.
And we have to be a reliable source for our viewers.
Yeah.
All 13 of them who might possibly watch it. But no, that is crazy. That's missing, and they have 8 picks that day too on day 3.
Well, it's day 3 tonight.
Well, yeah, but I mean, why? Not why? What difference does it make? Why not the next day?
I don't know.
I don't know. Some people are saying it's like his punishment for it, but like I don't know. Is it John Gruden was fired or like taken out by emails and stuff that he
Yeah.
supposedly made or made comments about, but the people he made comments about were included in the emails. So it was more of a joke or kind of locker room banter type stuff. But then this happens, and I don't know. Is it moral outrage from like the public? Is that why they kind of? I mean, I don't know.
Well-
How do you hide something for 6 years like that in today's
I don't
day and
know.
age with social media and why?
Yes.
Why did it come out now around the draft? This seems weird.
It does, doesn't it? Well, I can't. Yeah, I guess close enough to the draft, but it was.
Well, it's like within the last week. So yeah, it's like build up to the draft. But
Well-
I mean, she in the past made comments from sources, and she covered the Titans back when he was the coach of the Titans. So her source was the person she was having an affair with.
All right,
Still waiting
we'll
for this
get
pick.
the-
And still waiting to hear. That's why I've been talking this whole time. Oh, you're on mute, John. There you go. Jordan Tyson from the Arizona State Sun Devils, wide receiver, supposedly the second best receiver on the board. Makai Lemon is supposedly the best one available, and he still hasn't been picked. And 2 receivers have already been picked. So the Browns are on the clock with pick number 9. Well, I can't hear you, John.
Like Justin Jefferson, how many times people were picked in front of him?
Yeah. Well, I wonder. So Makai Lemon is supposedly the best receiver, but he's only 5'11", not even 200 pounds. So
that could be why, is
Well, yeah, but Tyson he has injury concerns. So, and the Browns already have their pick in. So it's either Maui Goa, which I'm assuming that's it. That's who they picked, or it's Lemon. I got to let the dog in. I lied.
what do you mean you lied?
Well, I didn't see that somebody else is already letting the dogs in. I guess it's raining out right now.
Oh, yeah, I've been raining here for, I don't know, don't even, oh,
I don't know. I heard there's supposed to
goodness.
be thunderstorms overnight, but I didn't know it's supposed to start this early.
Yeah, it started raining here about 5:30.
Yeah, just
What
so
is
it.
camera dirty or what the heck?
No, it's just trying to detect you, but I don't know. I think you need a new one. It
Can
doesn't
you
like your
see me?
back. It doesn't like your background. It gets confused by it. Yeah, like I said, the Browns supposedly have their pick in.
I can hear my fan really going too, and the
Oh, on
hard
your
drive.
computer? Yeah.
Yeah, hard drive spinning thing. Yeah, I think I might get a new one with the bigger screen and
I'll get one of these days. You're saying, were you getting a new computer altogether? I thought you were just gonna get a new monitor.
thinking about a desktop, but in order to get a real good one, almost have to spend $1,000. Then I think you have to buy the monitors separate.
This is crazy. I remember like get one for like what, $300?
Well, yeah, I can remember my first one. Well, after I moved up here, I think I only paid like $250 for it. But that was a CPU, a monitor, and
Yeah. Well, I mean, still, it's all about it's like options on a car, right? They charge you for like, so if you want this, much memory, you got to pay this much, or this much RAM, you got to pay this much, or, whatever it is. Man, we've been waiting a long time for this Browns pick that was supposedly in 5 minutes ago.
They're just milking them out so they can sit there and show the guys, fully show the people they picked prior to it.
I think it's funny. You got the guys like wearing suit coats and stuff, and then there's a random guy wearing a long sleeve T-shirt.
Yeah,
It's like, what is? It's got to have some consistency in this in the draft room.
they
But
know
we'll
they're gonna make
see.
big bucks regardless. They're already richer than we'll ever be in our life.
well, Roger is going to the stage.
Yeah, it's coaching and playing a kid's game, right? Spencer Fano, offensive tackle. So the number 4 supposed tackle in the big board was picked first.
Wow. Yeah, it depends on what they see fits their scheme. I
Yeah.
mean, we're halfway now at least.
Yeah.
You wearing a
Well,
shirt?
so we got the Giants coming up with pick number 10. So
He
then
is wearing
again,
a shirt, isn't he? He must be Hawaiian, huh?
Oh, is he? Is he wearing a traditional
Well, to show him again.
Pacific Islander kind of?
Yeah, big guy.
Yeah, I don't know what it is with like the what is it, Tonga, Samoa, how they produce such, so many football players in such a small area. I mean, their per capita has got to be tiny. But yeah, wide receiver, guards, cornerback, defensive tackle, offensive tackle. So sitting here still with Francis Maui Goa and
Yeah.
Makai Lemon being the best fit, supposedly the wide receiver.
Well, they had 5 names up there, and they fit the ones you were talking about that are still on the board.
They picked Maui Goa. The Giants did. And that's the next pick is the Dolphins, wide receiver, corner, edge, tight end, safety. So I imagine Caleb Downs is going to go here unless they go for Lemon, which again, depending on what they pick, it's going to prove good or bad for the Vikings and getting Thieneman. Or if Caleb Downs is on the clock, I mean, I guess there's a choice there. Who do you take? Yeah, so the best players right now for the Dolphins to pick from are Caleb Downs, Reuben Bain Jr., the edge. Kenyon Sadiq is on there. Makai Lemon, or Monroe Freeling. Yep, the Cowboys jumped up, must have traded, so they're picking. They must be They're going to be picking Caleb Downs here. I can just tell.
Well, the trade hasn't come across for me yet.
Yeah, no,
There it
Cowboys are
goes.
on the clock.
Where'd the hell the Cowboys get all these?
Their
that
trade
they
to the Green Bay. It's like,
Yeah.
could- right.
well, they don't need to hang on the clock long. They know they traded for a specific reason.
Yeah, they traded for Downs. It's got to be. And that means the Dolphins traded down to the 12th pick. That's weird. Why would you trade up a pick?
I don't know. Didn't Quasey do that once?
Yeah,
It
you
seems weird to
moved
trade
a
up one
buck.
pick in the first round. I guess it's the Dolphins saying, hey, either you trade with us and trade for this pick, or we're picking your player. But that's all I can see. They traded up to get Caleb Downs. that might mean that the Dolphins then are going to take Thieneman. I don't know. We'll just have to see what happens, but I just don't want a cornerback in the first round. Pickett's supposedly in. Shows the Giants clapping for some reason. What if they've been clapping for 5 minutes straight?
Boy,
And that's what it was like. I mean, they picked, got the Hawaiian lei. What is it? Yeah, the lei around his neck. So it shows the Cowboys that have pick 11, but then it also shows them pick 12. So are they going to pick back to back? I thought
How
they were
can they
swapping
do
picks with the
that?
Dolphins. I thought they were
Yeah, if
swapping
they
with the
trade it.
Dolphins. I don't know. Depends on what they traded.
What they do is swap with the Dolphins and then trade it. What
No,
other
it's like
spot did they have in the first round?
they must have swapped, and they just hasn't updated yet because their next pick is pick 20.
The Cowboys? Maybe the Dolphins talked them in the trade from 20 up to 12.
No, they were already at 12. The Dolphins were at 11.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, okay.
So the Dolphins probably are picking 12. It just hasn't updated.
Gotcha. I confused myself there for a minute.
Oh, it took me a minute to figure out what's going on. And again, the pick has been in for 10 minutes. And it might just be, like I said, the side I'm on, instead of just having the clock that counts down. Of course, it's commercial break now. That's why they're waiting.
Well, yeah. Anyway, it says pick it's in.
And then now they're going to go to commercial. So you got to wait
That's what they're doing now.
to keep you on the edge of your seat.
Huh?
To keep you on the edge of the seat.
More aggravation than
It's
keep-
that advertising revenue, man.
yep. They got to get it while they can, because if the government says no, you need to figure out how to give it back to them free again. It's going to cost them some.
Well, I think that's part of the reason why it's available in so many. I mean, because like right now you can just watch it on ABC
Yeah.
if you wanted to. So I think that's their that's why they did that. Back in the day, they wouldn't do it. They would just have it on ESPN. But I
Yeah.
remember, like I said, back in my draft memories, it may not have been all like one day, but they had 2 days and it was Saturday and Sunday. And it started like at like 10 o'clock in the morning or something. It wasn't prime time on a Thursday night.
commercials. I'm glad we're not having or doing commercials.
No, we got to fight through it. But yeah, Caleb Downs, Ruben Bain Jr., Micaiah Lemon, Kenyon Sadiq, Monroe Freeling. If they are not going Caleb Downs, do you think they're going wide receiver? Or do you think they kind of go outside the box and go with the tight end right now?
What are you talking about, Cowboys?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're going Caleb Downs, which is why they traded up. But I could see it like Jerry Jones, though, and doing something crazy and picking Thieneman here.
Never know.
It is Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
Still living his glory days from 1992, or what, 94? When did they win their first Super Bowl, the Cowboys? 93, 94? Must be 94. All because, why? How did they get so many good draft picks? Something happened in 1991. What was that?
Herschel Walker trade with the Bucks.
Yeah.
They gave them 2 fifth-round picks along with number 12.
Yep, Caleb Downs. And so the Dolphins are picking at 12? Or are the Cowboys still at 12?
No, the Dolphins are showing. They'll
Okay.
be the ones to pick next.
Yeah, ESPN's not up to date here. Whoever's running the sites.
Yeah,
is
because I'm
whacking.
on ESPN on the TV.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just on the site here. All right, so I just refreshed it. So they need wide receiver, corner, edge, tight end, safety. So they have their pick in already. Who are they picking? Ruben Bain Jr., the edge, or Micaiah Lemon, wide receiver? Or are they going to get crazy and go Kenyon Sadiq? Still kind of early to be picking a guard, so I don't think they're going to go that route.
Boy, they got a long hallway to walk down. The players.
I think there'd be like a fan blowing like in their face, like the guys are walking down and they turn it into slow motion.
Yeah.
That's why it's taking so long for the picks to come in, because they have to walk down that damn hallway.
Yeah.
Be funny if it was like an obstacle course. Like back in the day, there used to be that show on Nickelodeon, Double Dare, and then they end up getting green slime on them. Be funny if they had to do something like that. They come down the slide and it's just green slime on them. It is funny, like this jewelry and stuff that they're wearing, like they rent it, like the necklaces and stuff. Isn't that crazy? Like somebody rents and it's not costume jewelry, it's like expensive stuff.
Yeah.
They want to get green slime on that. They should just start the next pick down the hallway already. So it's
Yeah. Well, they're like you say, they're going to sit there and milk it out, showing him.
And he's got to go through the ritual and then go up and have his interview with whoever on the NFL network. And then, yeah.
Well, I think, like I said, though, like the Dolphins are the team that is going to determine if the player I want is going to be there at 18.
We could have picked in this area real easy.
Yeah. It stinks being mediocre. In the NFL, it's better to be bad or just good. I'm gonna go on X to see if they tell me who the Dolphins picked. Can't get sucked into watching not seeing it. Caden Proctor, offensive tackle at Alabama, is who the
Wow.
Dolphins picked. Guess he's the third best tackle. So that means the Rams are up. They need wide receiver, offensive tackle, corner, quarterback, and tight end. Do you think Mekhi Lemon fits here? USC, kind of hometown boy for the Rams. Otherwise, they got
I don't
Ruben Bates.
know. Would McVay go for a under 6 foot receiver?
I think so. I mean, Cooper Kupp, I don't think he was that tall. I think they need it. What's his face? Why am I Kua? They're
Yeah,
wide receiver now. Nakua.
Yeah, I
You know
think
what I'm talking
so.
about. Puka Nakua.
Yeah.
There we go. He's kind of going off the rails. I think he went into rehab or something.
Pickens
So
in already for Rams, so hopefully.
I think it's either going to be the Monroe Freeling tackle, offensive tackle from Georgia, or Mekhi Lemon.
I wonder how badly they need tackle or O lineman.
What's that?
The Rams. I wonder, are they really in need of a tackle or O lineman?
Yeah, according to the team needs on a couple of sites here, they are not guard or interior. It's all tackle. But again, all these teams have offensive tackle listed. I didn't see a offensive guard or center on any of these boards. Shoot, I forgot the Ravens might pick our safety. If he makes it after the Ravens, should
Come
make.
on, what did you guys pick? Rams?
Oh, let's see. Is there a commercial? Yep, there's a commercial break. So we gotta wait till after the commercial break for them to announce it.
Yeah.
What is that? Is that a notification? It reminds me of the ESPN notification.
Well, the thing I have problems with trying to set different sounding notification for whatever, but like you have one sound for your text messages, another one for news, or did turn my volume down.
Well, like we talked about though, like we thought big going off of time, like 7 minutes, definitely have time to get to the Vikings, but we didn't think that 7 minutes didn't include the commercial breaks because they'll stretch it beyond that 7 minutes. The teams have to have their pick in that time, but that doesn't mean they have to show the pick
It was
within
7.
that
I
7
thought it
minutes.
went from 10 to 8.
No, I think it's 7.
I think it's 8.
Is it 8?
Yeah, because I've seen it over 7 minutes.
Well,
Clock.
they changed it. I heard
It used to be 10.
Kevin and Rob talk about that. They changed the time in the first round from 10 to 8 minutes.
And what did Rob say though? He's like, most teams have their pick. They know who they're picking within the first couple of minutes,
Yeah.
or like within the first 30 seconds.
Yeah, they have their board on who they want to go and X them off as they have, and then they go for the next person if they're still available.
Unless they're making or want to make a trade or something, or somebody gets
I hope they don't go down too far if they trade.
no more than a couple.
Better not be a lollipops this year.
Remember back when they used to have, and this is when the Vikings got passed over, they used to have somebody write on a card and bring it up to the table on who
Yep.
they're drafting. And there's been so many teams that would write a player's name on there, but there's another player with the same name, and they end up drafting like the wrong player.
Yeah.
Supposedly it happened in 2023 with the Raiders, where they drafted Byron, and so it was a defensive tackle from Alabama, but people are saying they meant to pick a Tennessee edge rusher, Byron Young, and other guy was drafted by the Rams later on. So should definitely have the player's name and their college. But again, I'm not sure how they do it nowadays.
All right, he's out to say what it is. Oh, that's just a freaking commercial. Come on. I'll be showing a commercial of him. Boy, I said to stop myself from swearing there.
All right, so while we wait, there's a little tweet on the ESPN here on the website. So the NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell said on pre-draft interview that the Mike Vrabel situation did not fall under the league's personal conduct policy and that it was a team matter. I don't know. Something tells me this league picks and chooses, and there's a lot of questionable decisions, especially with this Goodell. It's a snake oil salesman. I guess he's better than the NBA commissioner, though. That guy is a joke. Okay, the Rams picked Ty Simpson, quarterback from Alabama.
Wow.
He's supposed to be the second highest rated quarterback, but he could have easily fell in the second round. And they picked round 2, pick 29. So they could have picked
Wow.
him in the second round, but they picked him in the first round. All
Well,
right.
McVay must have likeness for the fella.
I know, seems crazy. So the Ravens are on the clock, and like I said, this is where I'm afraid they're going to pick Thieneman. But their needs are cornerback, safety, D tackle, offensive guard, and wide receiver.
Who's best on the board?
Reuben Bain Jr., the edge, is still there. He's supposedly the 9th best player overall. But then they're saying the best fit is Mekhi Lemon at wide receiver
For the Ravens?
for the Ravens. Yep.
Oh, he might fit in well, work well with, what's his name? Quarterback for the Ravens. I can't think of his name right now. Jackson or,
Lamar Jackson, yeah.
yeah.
No, something tells me my hopes and my dreams are going to be crushed right here. I think with a new regime coming in, new coaching staff, that they're going to try building with defense. So I doubt they're going to pick the receiver. Although their best receivers are Zay Flowers, who's a smaller target, and Rashad Bateman, a former Gopher. Those are their top receivers. And then they
Really,
got Devin.
Okay, I'm gonna say now their pick is that. I was gonna say it's taking them a bit to pick. Maybe they're taking some calls.
They
Who, the
might have.
Ravens?
I wonder if the Vikings called them. I don't want a corner.
I know it's Ty Simpson with the Rams cap on. It looked like the cap was too big for his head.
Is it a fitted hat?
I guess not. He's got a bigger ski bum than I do.
I didn't put my hat on at all. I better put it on now. It's either going to be the thing where I put it on and it's the Viking curse where bad things happen because I'm wearing it, or good things will happen. Keep our fingers crossed. Pick us in.
Fucking taking forever.
Yeah, something tells me they got an hour and a half. But what is it? 10:30. 3.5 hours for this.
Be right back.
And I'm wearing the Skull Chat shirt, so hopefully that's good luck.
All right. I want to hear you guys talk. I want to hear who Ravens. All right.
They picked Oli Vaviga Leone, offensive guard, Penn State. Man, these Islanders are just like dominating the first round. So it's because I put the hat on. Now watch they get down to the 18th pick. Thieneman's there and they go some other direction. I'd be so pissed. So the Buccaneers are on the clock. They've already got their pick and they need edge, corner, defensive tackle, linebacker, tight end. That Reuben Bain Jr. edge from Miami is still on the clock. He's supposed to be the next or 9th best player. But I think they get crazy and go with Kenyon Sadiq, the tight end from Oregon. Let's see what happens. Says the pick's already in, so it's usually a trade when this happens. And the Jets are on the clock. Yeah. But the Jets are already on the clock again, or on pick 16. Sorry, they're the next pick.
What are their needs?
They picked the edge in the first pick, so they need quarterback, wide receiver, offensive guard, or cornerback. So maybe they're trading up to pick a wide receiver. I don't know. Allegedly, the Buccaneers don't need a wide receiver.
What they need? What do they need?
They need edge, cornerback, defensive tackle, linebacker, or tight end. That's what the Bucs need.
Watch them take that top tight end.
Oh, it's commercial break.
Of course it is.
I'll be right back, fellers.
Are you taking a commercial break too? I don't think that's a break. That's not a commercial break. All right, what can we talk about? So allegedly they called Matthew Stafford, the Rams did, to tell him they were drafting the quarterback.
Oh, really?
I mean, I don't know how you could be Matthew Stafford, and not think it was coming eventually.
Right. Yeah. No, he's getting up there. I'd be very surprised if this guy started for him this year.
Oh no, I think Stafford's got one more year, at least 2, I think. But he might be on a year-to-year kind of basis here. Let's see here. What's his contract? So in 2025, he signed a 2-year extension.
Okay.
So that covered just next year, and then
Yep.
what they're doing after that.
See what they do after that. Yep.
But they had him signed before they did that extension. They had him signed up till 2030.
Wow.
Something tells me he wasn't going to make it that long. He must have made some money off of cutting the deal, though. Oh yeah, he did.
Oh yeah.
It's going to make a base salary of $16 million next year, but a signing bonus of $12 million. It's going to have a cap hit of $48 million. Remember when we were complaining about Kirk Cousins being around the $30 million cap hit?
Yep.
It's kind of hard to. I mean, that's almost a fourth of a cap, right?
Yeah.
That's nuts. But like, remember Tom Brady always took team-friendly deals to try and help make the team better?
Yep.
I guess that's a thing of the past.
He still made plenty of money. He's able to do it for a lot of years.
And he's making tons of money right now.
Yeah, no, those guys will never not be making money. The really good ones, especially. they're never not going to be making money.
Man, I wish I was the agent for Kirk Cousins, though. Think how much money that guy's making off of Kirk Cousins. That's nuts.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for what? Maybe winning one playoff game or whatever.
I'm gonna start setting a timer from when it says the pick is in to how long it actually takes for the pick to actually be announced.
This one just seemed extra long. I mean, I'm sure Jets have already got their pick in too, but they didn't get these guys announced, so they.
Well, the Reuben Bain Jr. The Bucks chose Reuben Bain Jr. So that means the Jets are on the board, and they need the quarterback, the wide receiver, the guard, or the corner. So Mekhi Lemon's either coming off the board or Jermod McCoy, I would assume.
Yeah, one of the two.
Man, I bet you they were debating the Bucks. I mean, I bet you they were really wanting that tight end. I don't know. We'll see if he falls to the Vikings and see if Thieneman and Sadiq are there at 18.
Yeah, we'll see. Because, I mean, it's only like you say, New York and Detroit. I'm not going to be happy if we trade down. I'm not.
Well, I'm not going to be happy if Detroit picks Thieneman. Those bastards. And they're definitely not going to trade in division, so it's not like,
And I'm sure it's Ben in.
oh, yeah. Shoot, I'm going to start my timer.
They're going to milk this one out.
All right, the timer's been set. Let's see how long it takes.
What the hell are they showing the Buccaneers draft room for?
It's got to show them clapping. They made the yeah, we made the pick.
The Jets are who's there? Yeah.
Boy, yeah. So, man, 2 picks away. I'm kind of getting excited. Boy.
Yeah. What? Holy smacks! How far behind are they here?
Well, they got to stretch this out till 10:30, so they got almost 2 hours to fill. It's only been an hour and 40 minutes. I mean, they definitely could fill it with just the talking heads, like talking about who won or who lost the first round. But yeah, they're really showing this Buccaneer draft room quite a bit. Yeah, what if they have it outdoors? What if it rained?
Yep.
Doesn't make much sense. Yeah, so no, it's like not the waiting for the pick to be made. It's waiting for the pick to be announced. It's
Right. That's just it. All right, guys. Yep. We're good.
Sounds like somebody's breaking into some treats. Either that or there's a raccoon loose. Oh, the fudge stripes?
Cookies.
Yeah.
Got some Keebler elves in the house?
Well,
Not sure. I don't know about having an oven in a tree. I don't know if that's safe.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. It's well sterilized and whatever with all the smoke.
Oh, okay. I mean, checks out.
All right.
So these Jets, did you hear? So they have Mekhi Lemon on the board. Our Jermod McCoy is supposedly the best fit. The Jets need a quarterback, a wide receiver. They picked an edge with their first pick. Now they need an offensive guard. In addition to the cornerback. That was hard for me to say. So again,
one
there's not. So that's what makes me think it's going to be the wide receiver or the corner.
tight end.
So you're yelling? Are you yelling at the clouds? Oh, it is. They did pick the tight end. You guys
Yeah.
did it. Dang. The Lions are
He's
on
off
the
the
board.
board.
They need edge, D tackle, offensive tackle, corner, or running back. So these guys better not pick my guy.
What's up
Lions
now?
pick is in.
Lions.
So how long did that take on that one, Joe?
That was quick. That was only 3 minutes and 40 seconds.
Yeah.
So they got Mekhi Lemon, or the best fit right now is going to probably be the tackle, offensive tackle, Monroe Freeling. So he's supposed to be the second best offensive tackle in the draft, but he's still on the board right now. Of course, Thieneman's listed as a possible pick here too.
Yeah. I mean, I could see the Lions just doing it to us, even though Quasey gave them sweet deals.
Quasey being Quasey, doing Quasey things. What are you doing, Quasey? Quasey things. Giving away draft value.
Wouldn't it be something the Lions go to the Vikings? We'll swap with you, and along with it, we'll give you a second-round pick.
I don't think they'll do that.
Thought I could wishful thinking.
Well, you know what happens if you wish in one hand and poop in the other.
Yeah, I know. You have to wash your hands afterward.
Either way, because those wishes get dirty sometimes.
Yeah.
Alrighty, let's see. See what they pick.
There's got to be that tackle. Come on.
Do you think
I think so, but it's the Lions. Who knows? Dan Campbell's
Well, they
the
need
wild
one,
card.
don't they? They need
No, they need one real bad. The
badly
Ginkmeister,
bad.
the Ginkmeister destroys them. They need one to block him.
Yeah.
Come on, show the damn Lions. Oh, commercial.
Boy, so this is going to be Yeah, this is gonna be about 5 minutes and 30 seconds before they make the announcement.
Oh, it's
All the
advertisement.
NFL got
Yeah.
into milking.
It's advertising.
Yeah, that's why that's how they used to make their money. That's why they weren't supposed to have to go to apps and everything else, because they make money on the commercials too. That's
Yeah.
why we weren't supposed to be paying, because they're already making money on the commercials.
Well, it's
Yeah.
like this, gents. They're greedy.
They are very greedy. I mean,
Well, they
when-
got to come up with money to pay the players.
yeah, the multi-millions they pay them to play a game. The people out there saving lives who don't make a quarter.
Oh, there's Harrison Phillips, 97. You see back in the. Did it show that on your guys' screen?
Oh, I didn't. I took a look over at the other team.
Oh, yeah, they haven't.
Yeah.
Boy, this is crazy. Come on.
I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be 4 minutes and 30 seconds before they even get back to the being on the air from the commercial break. But not only do they get this ad revenue, they sell the game packages, right? So
What? NFL?
yeah, so they sell like to
Oh,
CBS,
yeah.
Fox.
Yeah, the season ticket.
But people are talking that the reason why is because Fox isn't going to, after next year, Fox isn't going to have the NFL package anymore.
All right.
So that's why they said that all of a sudden it became a big deal because of Fox News and that whole affiliation with
Showing the Lions draft room, war room.
Come on.
Monroe Freeling. Come on, take the Monroe. You got that loving Freeling. Got that loving Freeling. Come on.
They just, yeah.
It's been 5 minutes and 17 seconds. 5 minutes and 20.
Said, we're going to make that skull chat wait as long as we possibly can.
This is ridiculous. Boy.
Oh, the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
I mean, it could be Jermod McCoy, though, too. Your corner. Blake Miller, offensive tackle. Clemson. He's
Wow.
eighth best offensive tackle.
Wow.
All right, so the Vikings have their choice then of Dylan Thieneman, Jermod McCoy, the corner from Tennessee. They could go wide receiver if they want to get frisky, that Mekhi Lemon. But again, if they're going to pick a wide receiver, they're going to get somebody that's 6'2",
Bigger.
6'3".
Yeah, bigger boundary guy.
Yeah. So come on, Thieneman, and the pick's already in. Wait,
Is that
according to this clock.
Yeah, it says the pick is in. Yep. It said on the clock, and then change it to the pick is in right at the same time.
All right, they better not play with my emotions like this. Is Quasey still there doing Quasey things?
no?
All of a sudden the phone doesn't work. Quasey's outside the draft room with like the wire cutter.
Christian Ponders.
Spielman.
Something tells me Rick Spielman, regardless, would still be helping the Vikings. He's trying to broker deals to get more picks for him. He doesn't know he's not getting paid. Or there's like an accounting error, and for some reason he keeps getting paychecks, so he keeps working, like Office Space style. Turns out you were fired 5 years ago. There was an accounting error. They keep giving you paychecks. Do you think it's Thieneman? Who do you guys think?
I have no idea.
Oh,
Those sons of...
Yeah.
Caleb Banks is who they picked.
What?
Yeah. Defensive tackle from Florida.
Where
I'm
was
taking
he
this damn
rated
hat
at?
off. They could have gotten any defensive tackle. Well, I'm not happy at all.
Where was he rated at?
34. He's 34, so they
34?
picked him almost 18 picks away. Yeah, that's not good.
Hey, what the hell they plan on doing with the safety spot?
They must be counting on. They must have talked to Harrison already.
Not so much that I'm thinking of. I'm thinking about what give the rookie safety time to learn behind Harrison Smith.
Right.
That's the thing, though, is there's so many defensive tackles in this draft that they could have drafted later that could be as productive as picking this person at this pick.
Though,
This pick comes in as just a tear right off the bat. I mean, I hope that's what it is, but to pick him at 18 is just ridiculous. Now, do they think are they going to try and get back into the first round? Or do they think they can get Emmanuel McNeil-Warren in the second round?
Oh, but none of us had this on anywhere close to what we were. That's why I said, that's why I was saying again to the point where you don't know what they're going to do.
Well, they're not picking again until the second round, the pick.
I'm not happy.
And they could have got this
Right.
guy almost with the 49th pick. So, yeah. Well,
what a sucky, guys.
yeah, no, I mean, like I said, I didn't want a cornerback. They didn't pick a corner. At least I got that, right?
Yeah.
But this
again,
wasn't any better.
no, this was quite a reach. Quite a reach. I would have been happier with them trading down.
Couple spots, anyways.
Well, they could have traded down 16 spots and then picked the guy here.
Yeah, they could have traded with the Texans.
Yeah. So this
Well,
was,
you
and to
know,
have the pick in that quickly though, and not even try to work the phones.
well, here's the thing. Banks was, with mock drafts, he'd been slotted in the first round.
But he's supposedly the third best player at the position.
Well, look at some of the other teams who they've been picking.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
I know, but
I understand it. I was just really hoping for the Vikings to get
Safe.
somebody
Yeah, me
within
too.
more of our need that's rated higher, like like the
Yeah.
guy in the safety.
well, like I said, I hate to log off quick and find out they're trying to get back in the first round, but I doubt it. If anything, they're going to try and trade up into the second round, and they're going to hope.
And that's kind of what I've heard too, is that they'd be possibly trading with the Eagles in the second round too, with with the Gennard trade thing too. But we'll see.
Well, and I think Thienemann's definitely gone. He's gone before the end of the round here. I bet you the Panthers pick him up here with their pick here, which would make me think like, okay, did they try trading with the Panthers and they couldn't get anybody to bite, so then they ended up being stuck with this guy? Because I can't imagine. I know. It'd be interesting to hear what everybody else says, from the Viking pundits on how happy they are about this pick.
Well, like I say, when he's down where he's at, they're already going to get, from the NFL standpoint, they're already going to get a low score.
Yeah, because it's quite a reach. Because even those other teams that picked players we didn't think they'd be picking, they picked a position that, well, again, this is a value, this is a need. But like I said in our when I did my opening spiel, like a defensive tackle isn't as important in Flores' scheme. Okay, boy. Okay, I guess this is just an indication that the safeties are going to fall farther down, but I don't think they're going to get. Definitely not getting Thieneman, and they're not going to be getting
went to
BMW. Huh?
Freely went to the Panthers.
Yeah, I thought for sure the Panthers would have picked Thieneman. Were you saying that there was talk about the Vikings trying to trade back in with the Eagles?
Yeah, in the second round.
Okay.
In the second round, or move up from the second round to the Eagles?
Yeah,
Nice.
they're going to swap. Well, I think with what's his name being part of it, Grenard or whatever. So.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Trade Gernard and
Maybe that's.
down for the.
Let's stick around and see what happens here, maybe. But their pick's already in. I doubt the Vikings are going to do that crazy stuff.
Yeah, the
You
Eagles pick
never
is in already,
know.
but I'm saying this was something for the second round that they're
Oh.
projected out.
That'd be crazy if they got it. If they did it here, they traded Grenard and the second round pick for this pick.
Well, I can remember Ricky Boy. It was back when Xavier Rode and Harrison Smith got drafted.
Oh, the Eagles picked Mekhi Lemon. So the Eagles have the 22nd pick in the second round, but the Vikings have the 17th pick in the second round.
Yeah, so I mean they're probably just looking to get a second round and then maybe something else, but I don't know. Like I said, it just sucks.
And I guess, yeah, we'll have to wait and see how the rest of the draft shakes out. Already said it, can't state how upset I am. I bet you the Steelers pick him here, Thieneman. I don't think they're going to trade for Grenard.
No, I don't think that they're going to do any trade. It was speculation for tomorrow.
Yeah. No, I was just kind of saying off of what Spielman did back in the day with Xavier, and then
Yeah, the cornerback, CD. I think so. If my forget me is fortunate, not my forgettery. Anyway, something like that. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
Yes.
I don't remember seeing that in any of the mock drafts that I've seen.
What, Banks?
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple months ago, that's some of the mockers were,
well,
and they had defensive tackles bottom of the first round, and figure start with not the 18th, but the 15th pick and down, but yeah, well, Banks was even mocked to the Vikings a few times. So,
well, and so going back to it, the draft you were talking about, 2013, the Vikings drafted 3 first-round players. They drafted Sharif Floyd first at Where are we
Well,
at?
Pittsburgh's down to 1 minute and 8 seconds, so they're definitely on the phone with somebody.
Yes, maybe it's the Vikings. Oh, they drafted Sharif Floyd at 23 in the first round in 2013. Then at 25, they drafted Xavier Rhodes, and they traded back into the first round and picked Cordell Patterson in 2013.
They made their pick, so they must
Oh.
not have been satisfied with whoever tried to trade with them.
Yeah, so this is Thieneman. I'm almost been happy. I'm going back now. Maybe I would have been happier with Jermod McCoy over this defensive tackle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This was totally an outlier for me. I mean, didn't even cross my mind that they would pick the tackle in the first round.
I thought it'd be a possibility, but I wasn't sure.
Rather have picked a center in the first round.
Yeah. All right. So I say I'm not sure how you guys are doing on time, but I'm gonna stick around until the Bears pick.
I got to go check on her movie and see where she's at on that.
Yeah. Darn it. What are we doing? It's another commercial.
I'll have to change her movie in a few minutes. Oh,
Yeah, I'm not happy at all. After trading up to the Dallas spot at number 20, the Eagles selected USC. Wow. But
I don't know. It's strange.
yeah, here's the Steelers. Well, they're not trading their pick away.
nope.
It's in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, because they got it down to like 40 seconds, and then they said pick in.
Well, I might watch the actual pick here now on the TV.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost like a Viking thing to do, right? Thinking they like smarted everyone. Like, oh, we outsmarted everyone. This guy's a steal.
Yeah. I'm almost as disappointed as when they picked Ponder. No, I know he's not going to be that bad, but I just think that there's other positions that we could use more.
Yeah, more
Yeah,
impactful players.
Good people there to do it, to take it. They're going to draw this one out because it is there.
Yeah, and they got Jerome Bettis. Franco Harris going to pick the ball off the stage and pretend it was the Immaculate Reception. That ball hit the turf. There's no way he caught it.
Yeah. After all that disappointment, I gotta get my sugar up.
Don't eat your feelings, Dad.
Yeah, they didn't even stick around to talk about that one. That pick is just.
Where is he? Where's that tackle rank?
What's that? I'm not. Hold on.
Tackle. Max something anchor.
She's pouring out pretty good right now. Glad I brought my plants.
He was the 6th best tackle. He was a bit of a reach. 40.
What are they doing?
They're trying to be smarter than the average bear, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try to guess what the Vikings are going to do anymore.
Again, it's just trying to be too smart for their own good.
Put myself up on the 4th floor of Generals,
Well,
trying to figure out what they're got going on. Okay, so the Chargers pick is in. They were getting down there too. So Dallas, they're going to snag one of them.
Yeah, I thought I'd be excited.
I was looking forward to getting one of those guys.
But this is how I feel. Have you seen that before? Kevin Sorbo playing, or like on the old syndicated TV show Hercules. But supposedly he read the script or was reading the prompter, and like he was supposed to say something, but he was supposed to say it like disappointed. Like he was supposed to say that he was not say the word disappointed, but saying another word that and make it sound like he was disappointed. But he just yelled disappointed.
Like, so Heineman is number 1 on the board.
Disappointed.
So Boston, Zion. With the Chargers pick, then I got to go check and change her show. Got a second win that she got into bed.
They picked Hakeem Mesidor, edge for Miami. The Chargers picked
Edge.
The edge, Hakeem Mesidor. Now the Cowboys are on the clock. Something tells me they're just going to pick Jermod McCoy. All right, so yeah, the Cowboys are on the clock. Cornerback, safety, linebacker, edge, tight end. Yeah, they're going to pick. And then the Browns are back on the clock. I mean, the closer
I didn't know they had 2 picks.
Who was that?
Brown.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know that either. Oh yeah, they traded with the Chiefs. Remember?
Yeah.
Dallas are not cute, like they're going to try to trade that pick.
Yeah, they're milking it. Well, their next pick after this isn't until the 3rd round.
Oh, is it?
So that's what you're saying. They want extra picks. I bet you they're trying to deal this. Hopefully the Vikings roll back up in there and get Thieneman.
I guess something. The
more he falls, the more they have to. Or just Jermod.
Think so.
They're gonna sit there and wait till probably closer to the end of the 3rd round, so it's more of a 2nd round value. They're not gonna pick up this early, I don't think. But the Cowboys are trying to trade it.
Yep, clock's still running down.
At this point, who cares about your 2nd round pick? Just trade it.
Well, like you say, I mean, they wanted to go for them. They could have tried to trade, come back in later.
Or like at this rate, they could have traded down. picked up
Yeah,
value
they
and
should have.
then the defensive the same defensive tackle.
Yep.
So they did crazy things here.
Got too many of the same people still in there doing the scouting.
They probably made Flores didn't want him, and they tried to make Flores. They made Flores take him. You want him? No, I don't. I'm not.
So they did pick. Dallas did pick. Look,
It says pick is in. If they picked, it's the corner. Jermod McCoy. Oh, man, I shouldn't have put the hat on. That's what did it. I was joking about eating away from the camera. You'd have to turn your back. Or were you watching the TV? Were you doing that on purpose?
he's
I'm
watching the
watching
TV.
TV.
Oh, okay. Here, I thought it was because you were eating
Well, yeah. I figure what the hell,
Wellston Rome. Oh, yeah. That's why it's taking so long. There's a commercial break.
Yeah, but to see how they do it to certain teams like Minnesota, as soon as they got our pick, they went to a commercial.
Yep. I would too. I'll be like, what's
Yeah.
this team doing?
Yep. Minnesota being Minnesota again still.
The whole world is your oyster, and that's what you do?
I think they just have a hat in there, and they shake the names, and they say, okay.
There was like a whole what was it? Was it a South Park thing? Or yeah, South Park was like saying how like Family Guy makes up their scripts for their show, and it just shows a dolphin in a pool with a bunch of beach balls, and it just has words on the beach balls, and it just like throws the beach balls out of the pool, and then they just grab them and then just assemble the beach balls in an order, and that's how they create their scripts.
Who'd they pick?
Malachi Lawrence, edge,
Wow.
out of UCF. Crazy. So the Browns are on the board. Quarterback, wide receiver, guard, corner. Did I say quarterback, cornerback. Jermon McCoy still there, and the best fit would be Denzel Boston. 6'4", wide receiver out of Washington.
Well, guys, I wish I could share my fudge stripes with you.
By the looks of things, you didn't share it with anyone else either.
I'm in here
Great show
all
workload.
by my lonesome.
They're in my belly.
Except for you guys.
Boy, is Cleveland trying to trade theirs too?
You know what? The Vikings should get in there.
They should.
But they're too busy doing crazy things. But if they did get in there, just when I thought they couldn't do anything dumber, they go and do something like this and totally redeem themselves.
I don't know how good of a trade.
It's a sweet mini bike.
Yeah, going through the mountains when it's snowing, stuck to the dam.
I gotta go to the bathroom. Just let it go, man.
Yeah, he was warm for a couple minutes.
Are you telling me you had 2 pairs of gloves this whole time? Hey, it's the Rockies.
I think the bathroom scene was the funniest part.
When he just had the X-Lax.
Yeah, it doesn't flush.
Oh, my favorite, like the part where like Jim Carrey and the redhead chick, they're like, they're having the snowball fight.
Oh yeah.
Harmony's walking out of the bar, and there's that whole thing on the wall where it says, U.S. Lands on the moon, and he's walking by. He's like, "What? No, we did it!" Supposedly he improv that. That wasn't in the script. All right, the pick is in for the Browns. So I guess they didn't trade with the Vikings.
Chicago's not going to trade with the Vikings. He will not trade with anybody. He'll get people to trade with him, but he's not trading.
Yeah, he's taking Thieneman here. Is it Gus? Is that the head coach's name? Gus? No, what is his name? Ben Johnson? If they pick Thieneman, I guess I'm going with Tommy, and I'm going to have a new favorite team.
Brown Scott here. Wait for the commercial.
You gonna jump ship? Huh? Are you?
Unless they prove me wrong, I might think about it. Can't do this anymore.
Well, if they don't nail this draft, there's going to be a couple people that won't be employed next.
Oh, that's probably true.
You know the whole thing, like you give a room full of monkeys a typewriter, and eventually they'll write like War and Peace or Shakespeare. Like you give the Vikings like a bunch of draft picks, and I don't think they'll ever have a good draft. I don't know what kind of analogy I was trying to make there. It sounded good when I started, but then I kind of trailed off at the end.
Yeah, frustrating. Man, I'm disappointed.
Well, it's just like the Wild. They're in the playoffs right now, and they just lost in double overtime. I think it was yesterday. So they're down 2-1 to the Stars in the playoffs. They won the first game. It's like 6-1, 6-2. I can't remember what the score was. They just totally blew out the Stars, and then they lost 2 in a row.
No.
The Browns just picked Casey Concepcion, wide receiver from Texas A&M.
Wow. Well, Chicago's going to steal.
Yeah, they're taking Thieneman. And that's what I was saying. That's why I'm going to be on the bandwagon with Tommy next year.
He's gonna abandon the ship.
I thought they already turned their pick in.
Ooh.
The Bears. I thought like the screen just kind of flashed. I'm like, oh crap, that was quick. Well, like I said, I think this will be the last pick. Don't you guys think, or do you guys want to stick around a little bit longer?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out after Chicago. I don't think.
And if it does, if they do, it'll be a nice morning surprise.
Yeah.
I'll have to check it before I head out.
Bears
to
is
play
running it
basketball.
down.
Yeah, 230, 229, but they're not going to trade in division.
So two.
Yeah, I'm almost 30 seconds ahead of you. Or they're making it seem they're just trying out for the Vikings, just trying to cause
They
so
are.
much pain to the.
Yeah, he probably, with his attitude, he's probably waiting for any of the NFC North teams to call him so he can where to go.
Well, yeah, I mean, he played at Purdue in Indiana, so he's from the Midwest. So I guess, the Bears might be a good fit for him. But yeah, 146, 145.
Wonder who they're on the phone with.
Oh, now they got their pick in now. Are they on commercial break?
No, it's clock's still going down.
Yeah, I've got 2 minutes still.
Oh yeah, watch them do it though. They go to commercial right.
Yep.
On my team.
Now I see the pick is in.
They're getting the Bears all riled up. Oh, they're hugging.
The bear draft room, they're hugging.
Yeah.
Oh my
Touching confuses people. Oh, they go to commercial. Oh, they did it. They went to commercial.
commercial. Commercial.
Oh, that's hilarious. Those sons of so-and-sos.
Yeah, they're like,
The Beavers.
we can make a few more million here. Let's just keep shoving the
Yeah.
commercials in after every freaking pick.
This is how I feel like when I'm driving in traffic. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. Just can't sit in traffic behind other cars.
Boy, I can remember that one time driving through the cities on 494. Pulled up in the middle lane. There was a guy, a small vehicle, small car. He was about a car length ahead. I was thinking he probably was because he was got this smacking his steering wheel, both hands, and slapping the. Well, I kind of figured he was PO because traffic was good stop and growing.
Was it Michael Douglas from Falling Down? Remember that movie?
Yeah.
Because he's in traffic jam and all of a sudden he just like grabs his briefcase, gets out of his car and walks away. And then he goes like on like some crime spree.
Yeah.
Like he's like a vigilante crime spree kind of thing. He goes in and tries to order like a breakfast and they won't serve him breakfast and so loses it on them, starts shooting.
Out of all the different vehicles I've driven over the years, a minivan pisses somebody off if they're getting passed by a minivan. Nobody wants to get passed by a minivan. They will speed up no matter what. I catch up to them. They be going along slower than hell. I go around them, then that you can help see that. But that minivan's got a V6 in it. She gets around them pretty good.
Well, it's so annoying though. Like they're not even paying attention to how fast they're going. You start trying to pass them, and all of a sudden,
oh yeah. And then what I hate is if they get a double lane, they'll be going slow as hell. Not even 55. But they get a double lane and they're doing 75. And then as soon as they get back to the 55, they're under 55 again.
And they don't even move over. They stay in that lane.
Yep.
It's like, well, hey, just okay. You want to go that fast? Go that fast, but get in the other lane just in case.
Yeah, it's just so annoying. And I always say, here, watch. They're going to go off to the races as soon as the double lane. And sure enough,
my biggest pet peeve is being behind somebody on an off ramp who doesn't get up to speed before they get on the highway.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
My God, people are idiots. Yeah. Or the vice versa, or the opposite, where they're getting off the interstate and they slow down way before they get to the exit. Yeah. It's like, no, that's not how this is supposed to go.
No. They designed them so that you're up to speed, by the time then you get a gradual slowdown coming off of it.
Yeah, they should just start pulling people over for those reasons. Not for not stopping at a stop sign or running a red light. Pull them over for that crap.
Yeah.
And I hate the ones too where you roll up. No, hardly any traffic. You got one person in front of you. Gets to a four-way stop and they act like there's a certain time limit they have to wait at the frickin' stop sign. Bugs me too. I'm an impatient driver though.
You know what bugs me? Pull up to a yield sign. People pull up.
Thieneman.
Buddies.
Sons of bitches pick Thieneman.
Of course they did.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm done. Chicago
Alright,
got her
well-
man.
Well, we'll see how the rest of the draft goes.
Oh, man.
We'll
got
see
a
what we
man
can
that
do with
was
this when I edit it.
scheduled to come to double of what that we picked at.